Hi guys. So you might have seen a couple of days ago I did one of the Assetto Corsa Competizione career races and experienced several issues. By now I tried to figure some things out and hopefully this time it's going better. Well, the race went great last time. I was P1, P2, but then I messed up my pit stops because I didn't understand what I have to do. And also the pit stop system I have no idea of in Assetto Corsa Competizione, so I was quite lost. And then in the end the game froze and it was not saved, so I have to do it again. So here we are. I did the 3 quali sessions, I'm P1 again. I expect that something happens again like it did in the last race. My quali times was about 2 seconds faster than second. But in the race, P2 suddenly started to become faster than me, so his race laps were like 3 seconds faster than his qualifying laps. Doesn't make any sense to me. But well, it was kind of nice to have somebody to hunt and race with. So let's see if this happens again this time. So
Going double file.
By now I have configured this button to watch these so I have to change the driver, I have to change tires, and I have to get fuel. This is set, so now everything is good for the first pit stop. Hopefully.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curves.
So let's start. 1 hour. I have to do 2 mandatory pit stops, I know this by now. So I took 40 instead of 120 liters of fuel because I have to take fuel anyway. So I start with less right away and let's see if it works like supposed. Whoa.
Green light, give it all you got.
I messed up the start again, like always. Now last time it was a Lambo, now it's a Porsche. Very yellow Porsche. Oh, I'm quite a bit faster than him. I run no wings.
Clear on the right.
So actually I run quite a top speed setup. No wings at all. But if this guy is now so slow as it looks, it might be a very boring race. So last race I didn't understand, and it didn't make really a lot of sense, why P2 is suddenly 3 seconds faster in the race than during quali. And faster than anybody else, by the way. But it was a nice... I had somebody to hunt. If this goes on like that, like P2 falling away 2 seconds, it's going to be a lonely race. Maybe they run more fuel than I do, and then they have a shorter pit stop, We'll see after first pit stop. Because last time I was around 120 liters, which is enough fuel for the full race. But then I learned I have to refuel during pit stop. That's mandatory. This was one of the stupid situations because I had to refuel, but I don't need to refuel. So now I just took 40 liters instead of 120. Obviously this should make me faster as well. But I have to take now 40 liters during pit stop. I have no idea about the other guys, but they're rather slow. And this is the career mode set to hard, so the most difficult one available. But this is not that hard at the moment. Ooh, 49 straight away. Wow. All this. So the freezing of the game, according to support, it was not that easy to get support in the first place because they make you connect your stream account to your Assetto Corsa forum account in order to be able to read and post in the support forum, but eventually I got there. I posted my stuff and an Assetto Corsa employee or dev, the developer, replied and asked if I'm using FanaLEDs. I'm not using FanaLED, the software, but I did have the Fanatec LED option chosen in the options because I'm using a Fanatec wheel, not on a Fanatec base, but with a Fanatec conversion kit. So this McLaren is plugged in directly at USB, and if I have the Fanatec LED option activated in the configuration, then the display is working here. But they suspect, or there seems to be, this seems to be the reason of the game freezing between sessions. And indeed I remember that the display went all crazy when the game didn't react anymore. So they asked me to deactivate it and test it, and I did. What did I drive here? I did the hot stint at Zandvoort, the long hot stint, half an hour. And after the session, the game went back to the main menu straight without showing the logo or wait time or anything. So, well, this was only once, but I do think that this is indeed the reason for the freeze. So I've deactivated the Fanatec LED option for now in the setup, in the Assetto Corsa game configuration. And therefore you see that the display in the wheel is not working. But hopefully after this race it's not going to freeze and the career mode is going to actually continue. We will see. And since they are aware of this problem, hopefully in one of the next updates they are going to address that. Because it would be nice to have the display of the Fanatec wheels working, obviously. 10 seconds ahead of P2. Almost. So, even if I didn't understand why this happened at the last race, that one guy was like 2 seconds faster, 3 seconds faster, suddenly, it was way more interesting than that. At the moment, frame rates are more or less okay. The second thing I'm interested in at the last race, towards the end, the last maybe 5 laps, I experienced massive stuttering, like macro stutters. It was almost undrivable. So I'm curious if this is going to happen again or not. Well, for now we just have to drive our laps by the looks of it. First pit stop in about 10 minutes. Just a bit late on the brakes. I also read something about the ECU map in the forum. It's a bit difficult system. It's not like in iRacing engine mix one the strongest with the most fuel consumption and 10 the lowest power with less fuel consumption. It's a combination here in ACC. It's a combination of engine map, so fuel consumption, and throttle map. So if I remember correctly, more or less it's like 1, 2, 3 have the highest, well, I don't know exactly, but they're like 3 settings of the same fuel consumption but 3 different throttle mappings. And then there are 3 other settings with different engine mix and different throttle mapping, and also with 3 different throttle mappings. So the idea is that you might use a different combination during training sessions, for example. But well, it's so complicated that you hardly could know by heart or remember it unless you use it permanently. And it's not explained anywhere in the game. Why is the brakes so bad here? So nowhere in the game is written which ECU map is doing what. You have to go into the forum and search for it, and then you will find like a post listing these modes. But even worse, here in the Porsche I'm driving, there are 10 ECU maps, whereas in the Audi I was driving before there are only 8. And that doesn't make sense, because in the forum I only found explanation for, I think, 10 steps of ECU map. So these details to me remains to be a problem in ACC. But at least I have now map the button to change the settings here. So before that I didn't know how to do that, and I only had the pit stop window popping up when I was in a pit stop, but then you cannot change anything anymore. So now I can check. These are in-car dials and these are pit stop. It's a bit not as comfortable to get to them as I would like it to be, but well, at least I can get there. And now I see that there are 2 mandatory pit stops and I have to do a driver swap. This is another thing I learned. Obviously when I register for the career, you have to put in 3 driver names for your team. Well, I had no idea that this is working like that, and I only put my name, and then I didn't know what they wanted me to do, and put, I think, my name again, and I didn't put the 3rd name. So now my team is Bernhard Gehberger, and no name, which is very confusing if you have mandatory driver swaps and you don't have drivers you can switch, or they have the same name. So when I switch between drivers, it says Bernhard Gehberger, or no name, and that doesn't make too much sense, obviously. And I also think the system is not a very, well, I don't know. I don't see the point to have setting up a team of 3 drivers if it's just you driving. I mean, you should set up your name and then maybe use, like, I don't know, some fill-up names from whatever drivers, but why should I come up with 3 names for myself?
Stint is already 5 minutes.
I think I got the fuel just right with 40 liters. The rear stepped out. Actually, fuel is a bit on the low side here. It didn't tell me I can come in for pit. And I can do only 1 more lap. I mean, I will pit after this lap, so I don't have more fuel. And maybe I take a bit more for the next stint, just in case. Should be able to do one more lap. I'll take a bit more fuel. No, 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 no. And I got disqualified for speeding. And I think this is disqualified for good. And just to what is going on now? I was too wide or what? Ah, I was too wide. But if they say you're disqualified, what's the point? I think I have to stop and restart this thing. I don't know if this is. I don't think it's like in the real race that you are disqualified right away.
Let's go, go, go.
Yeah, but what now? Let's go, but it says race control, you're disqualified. The information policy in this game doesn't make any sense. I'm going to restart. First of all, I think it's too harsh to disqualify straight away just because you speeded a little bit in the pit lane. But if they disqualify, then disqualify. Why do they say go on if you're disqualified? These are things doesn't make any sense to me. Well, I give it one other shot. This is what I didn't understand in the beginning. It's like Bernhard Gehberger, one is valid, one is not valid, and then there's one without a name at all. It doesn't. I don't have to change brakes or suspension, do I? start here. Okay, I will have one more go. If something stupid happens again, I will call it a night. And I will let a few guys pass so I can actually make some overtakes, because one of the goals was to make a pass, 2 passes. So I have to let at least 2 guys pass. There are 2.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
So now I have 2 cars I can pass, so this should give me one of the targets. This guy is slow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I have to work a bit on the graphic settings. It's in a race. I need to reduce something to improve performance. This was so early! Oh my gosh. I didn't expect him to brake there. Oh my. Compared to the last race I did, they are so extreme off pace, it's unbelievable. But it doesn't feel good. I have a lot of, like, feels like micro stutters, or it's not fluid. Who is there? William, hi. Yes, I do my career race in Assetto Corsa, which I did already once, but then the game froze, so it didn't count it. I have to do it again.
So it's not going how it's supposed to go.
I'm sorry?
It's not going how it's supposed to go, I guess.
What?
The game.
Ah, well, I think I could sort it out a few things meanwhile at the forum. So the game is freezing because they have a problem with the Fanatec driver. If you activate the Fanatec LED option, so the display on the Fanatec wheel is working, there are obviously issues with the game. So I deactivated that, and at least in the previous session it didn't freeze, but went back to the menu straight away. So I guess that's the reason, but now the display in the Fanatic wheel is not working.
Okay.
Which is not too bad, I can live with that, but maybe they are going to address this at some point. I could also figure out some of the pit stop strategy issues I had, but others are still a bit strange. I just tried this race before, and during the first pit stop I was speeding a bit into the pits because I thought the pit stop was automatic, like the pit stop limiter was automatic, and still I managed to get in too fast. And speeding in a pit means you get disqualified straight away.
Yeah, I know.
You know, okay. Well, the crazy thing is, they say you're disqualified. I mean, first of all, I don't think that's correct. For a bit of speeding, you can get like a stop and go penalty for whatever, how long, but being disqualified straight away is a bit harsh. But even more stupid, the game tells you you're disqualified, but then it does make the pit stop, they change everything, and then they say go, go, go. I said, now what? Am I disqualified or should I go and continue? Like, I mean, make up your mind. And I had this during the last race last time when I was disqualified for I don't know what. And you can still continue it. I was basically done with the whole race, so I did the last 2 laps. But in the end you're disqualified. But they still behave like you are racing them. So this kind of stuff, yeah, doesn't make any sense. And the information about the ECU mapping, we were discussing or like wondering last time. I found some information in the forum explaining that, which is a very weird combination of engine mix and throttle mapping. And you have to see this list in order to understand what's what, because it doesn't make any sense, you can't remember it by heart. And there's no information whatsoever in the game about that. So this also doesn't make any sense, because it's quite a difficult setting to use. It has quite a strong effect on the car, but there's no explanation in game. And it makes even more things even more complicated, because the explanation I found in forum is using ECU mapping from 1 to 10, like it's used here in the Porsche. But before I drove the Audi, and there they have ECU mapping from 1 to 8 only, so 2 are missing. And then, yeah, no idea what they actually are.
It can be different per car, maybe.
Could be something completely different, or I have no idea.
I see you driving my favorite track.
There is nothing I could choose. It's the career race, so I have to do whatever they do. But since we drove Monza recently, I thought I will do this now, because I still kind of practice.
You did a race too yesterday. In iRacing.
Well, did you see?
No?
I did an official IMSA race.
Yeah, I see you too. You're standing in your videos.
Ah, yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah, well, I was bored. I thought we did a few fun laps on Barcelona, so I will hop in an official race.
And how did that work out?
Well, actually not as bad as expected, because I was expecting a worst. I mean, the first 2 laps was hideous. I mean, the guys, how they behave in the first 1 to 3 laps, is like absolutely nuts. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I survived, and I was fighting for like P5, P6 for the rest of the race. And I finished P6 in basically a perfectly clean race. I didn't make one mistake. It was completely clean. I was a bit off pace compared to the fastest guys. But I was super happy with P6. Problem was I still lost 10 iRating points. So I would have had to be quite a bit faster to keep or gain iRating. Yeah, so
it's not 150.
so that was not so successful, but it was a good race. I had a good time. And at the very last lap, a faster guy who had some issue before, I guess, he made a pass on me and also catch the guy in front of me. And then he made a dive bomb in the very last turn of the very last lap. And I expected both of them to crash because this was a crazy move. And if they would have touched and spun a bit or lost some time, I would have made a pass on both of them because I was right behind them. But they somehow they survived that move. The second guy really opened the door, let him through basically in last moment. But it was a really crazy move, so if you're interested, I reviewed this in the end of the video. You can open the video and just jump to the very back. You can see it. It was one of the most craziest moves I've ever seen in my life. I would have never gone for that. I mean, it was ridiculous. Normally it's a 95% chance of a crash. Definitely.
They both survived.
Did you see Gary? I'm surprised that Gary is not showing up anymore because he has finally fixed his computer.
I haven't seen him.
And now he's not showing up anymore.
Maybe overclocking went wrong again.
Really, he burned his computer for good. You know, if he would be a friend of mine living in Vienna and I would see him personally regularly, and he has birthday, I would give him a fire extinguisher as birthday present. You know, the things they put in the car next to you.
Yes.
He definitely should put something like that next to him, next to his computer. All his overclocking stuff going on all the time.
That's very dangerous with kids around. Not sure how old these kids are, but you don't want them spraying fire extinguisher around your house. Except big ones. Nephew did it once outside here. Everything was white.
Yeah, you did that?
No, my little nephew found it.
Really?
Only a little one. But still, made it big.
Well, normally they have some kind of safety thing.
Yeah.
It's not that easy to use them.
It was smart enough.
Well, that's quite impressive. Well, it's something he can be proud of later on. Especially when he becomes a firefighter. You know, last time when I did this race, I did like 150 quali time, and I was at least 2 seconds faster than the fastest of the rest. And then in the race, the guy on P2 who did his fastest qualifying lap 152 something, he suddenly pulled off 49 times. 3 seconds faster than in quali, and I was not able to catch up with him. It didn't make any sense, but it was interesting because I had somebody to hunt. But now the guys are really as slow as they were in the quali session for some reason. So that's also something strange. That last time one car suddenly became so much faster. And now they are like the fastest guys 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, the game's far from perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about starting it up, but
Starting what?
better course.
I mean, the looks and feel of the game is quite nice, I think. So just to drive it for fun, it does make it's entertaining. I do like it. What you can try, Bathurst feels really amazing here. I did yesterday the new tracks to gain the track competence.
You didn't die every lap?
Sorry?
You didn't die every lap?
No, you have to do 4 clean laps, and I did them straight away. Well, I ran safe. I ran carefully. But I think it feels really great. Like any GT3 car in a certain cosa competizione on Bathurst is really cool. Oh, too late. Breakpoint. Talking with you, missing breakpoint here.
I do the same when I talk. Racing importance, just well, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, give it a try. Actually, to me, it has a better immersion. Like it feels a bit more like you're sitting in a car, trying to go through those mountain corners.
It seems you're sitting way lower.
Yeah, also with the sound and the movement, a lot more is going on. In iRacing, if you yesterday I went back to iRacing straight afterwards. It feels everything so clinically flat, straight, precise. Yeah, just too clean.
Yes, but I think this game it's a little bit over the top maybe. But maybe not. I don't know. Never racing, real racing car.
Why does this thing always activate change brakes? I don't need to change brakes, do I?
Can you change brakes in this game?
Yeah, you can change the brakes.
Your stick is up, box. Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, let's go.
what feels amazing in this game when you use a full motion system, like in my case D-Box, and you go over the rumble strips or into the grass, left or right, it really does make exactly this kind of vibrations or movements on the left or right side of your rig. It's really unbelievable, it feels so good. And the second thing which is also great when you go over crests, like or into a valley, like up or down, and you have like seat belts, again missed breakpoint. And you go up or down, you have seat belts. It's like really pushing you into them when you go over a hill, like the car is, you know, you're losing the gravity and you are pushed like upwards. Or the same thing when you go down through a valley, that you get pushed down into the car. It really feels exactly the same, it's really cool.
Yes, sounds cool.
Not exactly the same like in a real car, but yeah, I mean it's much stronger and refined than in iRacing, for example. You don't have that in this detail.
Oh, I won't notice it anyway.
Are you driving now?
Not yet, almost. Waar is mijn panorama nou? Ten-minute race against AI.
Shitty line, oh my gosh.
Well, the first lap was pretty nice. It was very good.
Okay.
Feels way more forgiving than iRacing. Doesn't want to kill you everywhere. On top of the mountain.
And you're not pushing hard enough.
Well, I am, I think.
One thing I'm not really understanding here in Assetto Corsa is the braking. This is quite a bit unreproducible.
We are at the halfway mark, still a way to go.
The braking distances are way longer, it seems.
Yeah, also I have the feeling it's changing quite a bit, like how good they brake. They have some kind of braking, I don't know, usage and performance simulated, but it's, I don't know.
Well, iRacing doesn't have that.
Well, you have, I don't know if you have on the HUD, you see the tires.
Yes.
Next, between the tires you have smaller fields.
Yeah.
Those are the brakes. You see when you brake into if you brake hard, that especially the front ones are going to turn red. And in the setup you can configure brake ducts, like for the ventilation of the brakes. If you close them, you're faster, but the brakes are cooled less efficiently, so they're getting hotter.
That's cool.
And they have some, well, it doesn't exist in the real world in the GT3 cars, but yeah. And well, they have like a supposed perfect, like a temperature window where they perform the best. So when they are too cold in the first laps, they are not very good, like the tires, and then later on they perform better. And then they got too hot and they work not at all. But sometimes it seems to be a bit like, you know, like a lottery to me, how they are going to perform now in a given moment. Yeah, graphics card runs at 99% at its limit. It's too much for the graphics card. Finally.
I crashed. Well, it's not that easy to pass someone on the mountain.
On the mountain. No. Nobody says you have to do it on the mountain.
Yeah, I tried to. Because I'm starting in 27 fast. So it's a nice challenge. Fuck, I'm on the inside and it just turn in.
Yeah, I hear sometimes it's I don't know, I don't understand them.
Well, I'm blocking them on the straight too.
Actually, I'm quite surprised. I think the AI in iRacing is really, really good. I mean, they just started with it, so it's at the very beginning, but you can have awesome races with them. Very close side-by-side fights, they stay perfectly safe. It's really nice to race with them.
I didn't try it yet.
There's if you set up an AI race, you have to use the better UI user interface, not the website. It's not possible via the website. And there's an option where you can tell them that the AI should try to avoid you or not. So I activated that because I prefer like rather clean racing. And they're still kind of running a defensive line sometimes, which I find quite surprising. But if you get in a battle with them, they're not going to run into you. Whereas here in Assetto Corsa, sometimes if you are kind of in the way of them,
they just throw you off.
They just run into you. Like, I mean, full. It's ridiculous. But if you're a bit off pace in the corner, for example, and they are faster, they will just run into you, like if you're not existing. I think I'm just about to lap somebody. I think I will start to drive close to him to improve some safety numbers. As far as understood, I have to run nearby another car without crashing, and by that I should gain safety. Not sure if it works like that, but I will try. So slow.
Clear on the left.
Maybe he has to let me pass.
Clear on the left.
He has a blue flag, therefore, shit. I wanted to race close with him, but I cannot. In the moment I'm getting near, he's braking.
Is over in 5 minutes.
I'm going to wait for P1 or P2.
Oops, I just killed someone.
But is it going to... So now I'm waiting for P2 and P3 to have a bit of a side-by-side or close nearby racing with them. Because one of the lowest numbers I have in my ratings is safety, for some reason. I don't understand why. I'm perfectly safe driver. As William certainly can confirm.
Well, not on Mount Panorama.
Well, the safety is most of all related with crashing other drivers or not.
Ah, okay.
Not crashing yourself.
Well, a few days back on Barcelona.
Yes? What do you want to say now?
Oh, someone killed me too.
Oh, they're pitting! But I was waiting now like 20 seconds for P2 and now he's pitting. Fuck them. Well, I can go slow and do a... I would say... It's not an uppercut, not an undercut. It's an uppercut. I'm going slower than them, so I get out behind them. I have no 15 liters to use, I can't wait. Shit, what do I do? I have too much fuel. I definitely don't need 40 liters for the last stint, that's for sure. Going to reduce this. Liters will be enough, I guess. For sure. So hopefully I went slow enough not to get out as P1 again, and then I can fight a bit. How long does it take to change the brakes, I wonder? I can take fresh brakes, why not? Hopefully this doesn't take a minute or so, that would be stupid. Time required 1:15, and without this... Ooh. That's too much. No brakes. Brakes take a long. To change brakes it takes 1 minute. Good I deselected it again. Probably I would not be able to catch a minute.
Oh, no. Wanted to go side by side.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Come on, go, go.
Look at that, I finally managed to do 2 valid pit stops in Assetto Corsa competition. It's the first time ever. So where am I? Still first? No! Ah, but he's coming. No, I can race the Porsche guy.
Yeah, you're racing with too low difficulty.
It's hard, it's the hardest I could set it.
Yes?
Yes, it is. I'm just that good.
Oh, Mount Panorama is very nice.
Maybe the guy finally found some pace. No, he didn't.
Ah, they have Suzuka too.
Yeah, that's not so nice.
On the left. Clear on the left.
Suzuka. Alright, Suzuka was it.
No, I like Suzuka too, but compared to Mount Panorama, it's too flat, too slippery, not very interesting.
Car on the left.
Well,
Clear on the left.
you might survive a lap. Well, this approach felt pretty good. Why are they saying anything?
Car on the left.
Ah, there's some for too.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, they're so bad in overtaking.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
This is the Lambo who was so fast the last race. Hopefully he's not that fast now again, otherwise I might have problems to catch that back. I'll let two guys pass me. The Porsche is slow, but not as the Lambo guy who was so fast last time. Maybe he was just not behind me because he fucked up his quali. Ah no, he is not that fast. Into the chicane at Monza. Yeah,
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
let's see what the AI is doing.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
They shit themselves and brake early.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Ooh, the Aston Martin sounds
Clear on the
nice.
right.
V12.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I just killed 6 cars.
You killed who? What?
6 cars.
6 cars?
One corner. It brakes so early.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
9 minutes, then I'm done here. Oh, it's late enough.
If you spin and you try to go again, the tires feel like ice. You have that too?
No, because I don't spin. But I mean, why do you spin in the first place?
Very slow driving chicanes in the
But
middle of the road.
I have to say this is very unused, but if you get with a GT3 car onto grass or gravel, I don't think you can go any fast from there, if you can go at all. I mean, in real life probably you are stuck very fast and that's it. So, and if you can go, then just pace, like walking pace. And the same what I thought several times, they came, oh, Mr. Breakpoint, all good. They came to implement that, and I mean you see the dirt on the tires, like in iRacing for example, driving Formula car. But you don't really feel it. I mean you can go through grass and gravel, whatever, and basically continue like nothing. And also when there's dirt on the track, like in Laguna Seca, it's like quite often some corners completely covered in dirt. You just ride over them like it's not there. And so I think that's unrealistic. It should be much more slippery in that situations.
Yeah.
And here at some point maybe it is, if you have spun and you catched up some dirt stuff, then for some, I don't know, time, the tires have really less grip.
Felt a bit too much. But how much? I must say, it feels very good. Way better than the last time I tried.
5 minutes, then I'm done.
Well, I'm done already.
You want to drive anything else afterwards?
No, I don't think so.
Too late.
I go to bed.
Okay.
Motorama, that's all I see.
In the hosted sessions. Is now a 24-hour race there, what's going on?
Well,
12-hour.
I think it's going on right now.
Yeah. Right now, this weekend.
Oh,
Right now? Ah, okay.
So I'm clicking on a live stream. Yeah, it's starting at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I can just click somebody. It's a Dutch guy. But I saw that guy when we started iRacing. Never saw him again. Now I just click on a stream I see name popping up. Very new.
Funny coincidence.
That is nothing. But it was in the beginning in Monza. But I think there will be two races. One Australian time and one European time, I think. But I could be wrong. There are only 6 splits. That's not that much.
No.
Even a session where I'm unable to watch
Stay focused.
two.
Stage is already 5 minutes. Well done, mate. Go for that.
Look at
Car on
these
the right.
tires.
Clear on the right.
This was not... Didn't break too late. How can I cut the chicane completely? I passed a car to overlap and I can continue. There's no slowdown or what? But if you speed a little bit in the pit lane, you're disqualified. This game. Let's say it needs a lot of fine tuning. A lot. And given the amount of fine tuning it needs to start selling download content is a bit brave.
iRacing has some points where it needs to develop a lot of work too. But it's better than this.
So, I'm about to finish my race. For a change, not disqualified and with 2 valid pit stops, unbelievable. I want to see firework. No firework.
P1, excellent job. What a race. See you in the pits. Bring it back.
Fuck, I missed the start.
Excuse me? And this is also not working. I did had pole position. I didn't get a session medal. But I finished pole position for the qualifiers. I should be top qualifier. And I was on pole position. And I didn't get any points for pole or top qualifier. What the Why?
This guy died first lap.
you,
12-hour race.
you.
What an idiot.
Well, that's mean.
He's streaming and he's looking at the cam like he wants to turn it off.
What's his name?
William van der Wateren.
I don't know him.
Well, that's the only reason I remembered his name, because William. But I guess he's done.
I was P1 in every single qualifying, but I don't get the points for top qualifier. What the why? Why is that?
Typing. I'm so sorry, team.
But at least it's not freezing anymore, so that's something.
Holy fuck. What are you doing?
I had overall medal silver and now I'm bronze despite I won the race and I was P1 in everything. What? That's doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to write a bit in Assetto Corsa's forum. What happened now?
He's so stupid, he crashed on his own.